Yo guys, this is DoD FireFox with a ISIS build order, and we will send the first 2 villagers to build a granary on the hunting spot, and we will also send 1 villager and the pharaoh to build our first monument. And once this is done, we pre-queue the Flood of the Nile upgrade, and now we put the next 3 villagers on gold. So forgive me, I have a little bit of a cold, so I hope it's you won't hear it in the video too much. And now we grab 5 gold and then help building the mining camp so that we can then build an obelisk. Okay, we dropped it off. We build now a obelisk. We pre-queue the mining camp upgrade and send the next villager on the wood. So ISIS gives you a bonus on technologies where they are cheaper. So we need to collect 8 wood and then go back to the town center to get the upgrade. So both upgrades are pre-queued. And then we put 1 more villager on the gold, so we have a total of 5. And now we add a couple more villagers onto food. So shooting deer a little bit in to have a little better, a little less walking time. And now you can also force drop gold to get the, so as soon as you hit 8 favor to get the Flood of the Nile upgrade. Now we have 6 on food, so the Flood of the Nile and 7 villagers and the pharaoh are enough to have enough food basically for going classic and doing everything we want. So now we put 1 on wood to build us a lumber camp. Just correct these villagers a little bit better. So we build a lumber camp now. Keep scouting with our priest. Also, in a real game you would have a look at the relics and how important they are for your game plan, and decide whether or not you need to get the priest upgrade to collect relics. And now we build a temple with 3 gold villagers, and the second wood villagers will build us a house before he goes to the wood line. So with ISIS you never want to have more on gold in early than 5 or 6. So let's say 5 is probably the perfect number. And simultaneously you never really want to have more on the chickens than 2 or 3 villagers. Now we pre-queue husbandry. This is one of the best upgrades honestly for Greek and Egypt in the early stages of the game. And now build 1 more villager, go up on the bust. And this villager will be our dedicated builder. And this guy will build us a monument and then continues building houses. So we have now 5 on gold, 2 on wood, 2 on the chickens, and 7 on the hunt. So now we queue to the berries. You can, by the way, also click on the town center here on this button to send in all the goats on the map. This is like a perfect spot to put some pressure on in a real game. So now we keep on scouting. Or maybe even get the priest upgrade to grab relics. Depends really on how good the relics are on the map. This one is pretty okay, decent. This one is also pretty okay-ish. Now our 2 wood villagers will build the armory. And now we move with the food villagers to the berries, and we get the sacred cat upgrades, which makes us gather faster. Can actually send the next 2 villagers on wood. Cause some trouble here. And just try not to lose our guy there. Okay. One more. And then we go to heroic. So now we force drop this food here. Send the pharaoh here, force drop this. And go up. So we want to have about 4 or 5 on food, 4 on wood, and the rest on the mining camp, empowered by the pharaoh. We want to have our sphinx near the enemy base, and we want to get the 2 wood upgrades and pre-queue the gold upgrade. And then pre-queue villagers on food or wood, depends on what we kind of want to do, like spam camels or whatever. Oh, we got caught in the act. Let's run away. And now it's really up to you what you want to do in heroic. You can, for example, if this was closer to your base, you could build a mid-goal here, grab this town center, and then call it a day. You can also, especially on lower elo, maybe drop down a barrack, and then move here. We move 1 or 2 more on food again to supply some spearmen. And now protect us moving out on the map. So, where's my priest actually? Here. So now we move out on the map here, get some spearmen. Sphinx runs into the enemy base. And we will drop a mid-goal here. This is an example, it's not what you have to do. Just one example how you could end especially low elo games very quick. Now drop the Ancestors and Eclipse. And you don't even have to kill many villagers. It's honestly enough to just idle a lot of them. So this guy here was seen. So here we have some a bit protection. And yeah, idling is fine enough, you know. I mean, killing is obviously better. So yeah. So this is the ISIS, Fast Heroic, Ancestors into enemy base build order. So yeah, let's save our Sphinx if we can. And walk around here with the Ancestors. And then, yeah, hope you liked the video. And see you on the next one. Thank you. Yo guys, this is DoD FireFox with a 2TC upgraded anubite ISIS build. And I saw this Rebel doing this. Let's shoot this one a little bit closer. And you wanna put 4... So I changed it a little bit to be more online with the other ISIS build that we have uploaded. So we want to put 4 on food. And in this build, we need a lot of favor. So you have to kind of make sure that you alternate your pharaoh between the monument and the granary. It's a little bit macro intense, so you put 4 on food, 3 on gold, like in the other build. And then one collects 8 wood, the pharaoh back. One collects 8 wood, then also goes on to gold. And now we want to go up to Now we want to go up to 7 on food again. And we have the mining camp upgrade and Flood of the Nile pre-queued. So sorry, I still have a cold. Hope I won't mess with the audio too much. Now alternate between these. Now I put the rest on gold. And actually having 7 on food and Flood of the Nile and the Pharaoh is easily enough food to get us through the ages. And we built one house and a temple with 3 villages on gold. And now we get close to 15 again. We switch the pharaoh back. We have to shoot in the zebra a little bit. Oh, a little bit unfortunate here. And now one last villager. And now we go up to Anubis, and move the pharaoh to gold. Now we wait till we have 100 food. Then we build a monument here. We basically repeat the same thing again. So now go in the mining camp. Force drop all this in, go here. Now just watch our gold villagers until they get closer to 15. Now we can force drop them in. Go back on the monument. This one. So maybe one house. Go back on the monument. Now we can actually stay on the granary because we have gathered enough favor for 2 anubites with the upgrade. And now we force drop all this and get a town center. So this is the build actually. Now we have the anubite upgrade, and this maybe builds a lumber thing. Now we have 2 upgraded anubites that we can raid with. And we get a town center at the same time. So this is the build. And it's pretty strong. So if you like it, please comment and subscribe. And thank you very much. See you on the next one. Yo guys, this is DoD FireFox with the build order for water. One thing you have to know is that this diagonal line here from the town center to the water means that here there are the first fish, the fish spot. So we would definitely want to go there. So let's start. First thing we do, move those to wood, get the priest scouting, build. Oh, there they are, the fish, see? It worked flawlessly, I would say. Now we shoot in the boar. Priest keeps scouting. I just put him on auto scout now for the video. Now we put 4 on food. And now we queue the fishing ships. And now we put about 4 on wood, so this guy can actually also come on wood. Now we have 4 on wood. This guy should move a little bit closer. Now we put about 5 on gold. I've been experimenting with this. I'm not sure how many is the correct amount, but I think 5. 5 is also an easy number to remember because it then really synchronizes well with the other builds. Maybe also, once we moved on gold, we put 5 on gold. So let's go with 5. So keep building ships here. You can now get the upgrade for gold. Okay, now get one guy who builds us who starts building us more docks. Kind of looking if there comes a fish spot up here or plenty of fish spots so I can build docks here, but apparently not. And now we put more on food and shoot in those boar, so there's not a lot of idle time when this runs out. So now one gold villager can build us another house. And now one can start a temple. And this boat is actually idle. This was not so well played. Oh, there's plenty of fish. That's nice. Now we keep building on food. The problem is once we go to the next age, you can go for a couple different builds. You could, I mean, you should have now we can basically queue on gold. You should have one thing in mind on water. Getting a second town center is almost not as valuable as getting the fishing upgrade, because the fishing upgrade will turn your villagers into. Now we put 8 on gold, by the way, and get one dedicated builder who builds us houses first, or maybe build a monument with another one. And now we can put the pharaoh actually to gold. So what I wanted to say is that on water maps, so this upgrade here lets our fish gather by 75% faster. So it's often better to go heroic instead of grabbing a second town center for more villager production, because once you are heroic and you have plenty of fish, then you can upgrade all your fish gatherers, you know. So often a fast heroic timing is better with if you then immediately upgrade it. So we pre-queued this upgrade so we don't forget it. And now we keep on building fish. You see, I'll always keep on building fish as long as I find some. So this is a bit too far away. We build another hay or dock here, and you also want to kind of spam out docks because they are very cheap for Egyptian. So we want to spread them out everywhere to not only reduce the walking time or whatever driving time of your ships, But you also want to be able to spam out ships when you get attacked. You know, you also want to be able to retreat everywhere. So spamming out docks as a Egyptian is not bad. And you see, I keep continuously looking for fishing spots and building fishing ships. And now we built the armory with our woodies and one guy, and now we go to the next stage. And now we can cast prosperity. We can also keep it. It's really depending on what's your strategy. We can pre-queue at least this upgrade and pre-queue this upgrade. Now we can also move off our woodies to or foodies to woods, and maybe on the while they're on the run, build another monument. And I keep on spamming docks, as you see, and I keep on building ships. So now our economy is running really high, and now the question is kind of like what you want to do. You know, you can go. It also really depends on the matchup. Some civilizations force you to stay in classic, but then the spreading of the ships is still a priority. It's still something you want to do regardless. So see, we have ships everywhere. Now this guy can build a mining camp here. This guy can build a mining camp here. And now really, you could also go now Mystic for Toth and spam mid-goal units. You could, you know, grab a forward position and try to push and cast Ancestors and Eclipse here on the enemy base. You could go for, you know, an upgrade here on the warships and then fight water. Like now it's really dynamic. It cannot really tell you one defined strategy of what you want to do. I guess against if you are playing at lower elo, then now probably casting IE here, you know, and moving out here and building a mid goal somewhere here to pressure would be probably your best bet, because people are not really used to aggression. If you play higher, then it's really dynamic. So yeah, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.